feel like the team played with more of a sense of urgency, obviously, down 21-10 to come back?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think we did a pretty good job playing at a better pace than we have in recent games. I think we did a good job getting on top of them on drives and keeping our drives consistent. I think we had a problem with kind of falling behind the chains early, and then we kind of cleaned up some of those mistakes, some of those penalties, and obviously there was a lot of penalties that we can't get back. It is what it is now, but yeah, we did a great job staying ahead of the sticks and pushing the ball downfield when we were down.
What did it mean late in the game to have Torrey back in your offense and the things that he can do?
I mean, we all saw how explosive he is. I mean, everyone knows he's Torrey. But having him back, having that assurance, and just knowing he's on the field, his presence is pretty nice.
What's kind of the locker room like right now after a tough finish like that?
Not very happy. I mean, it's pretty somber mood, but also I think there's really a sense of togetherness that we haven't had. There's a strong love. We can really reflect on this game and already tell we played for each other a lot more, and there was a lot more of that intensity on the sideline, love for the game than there has been. And so yeah, we emphasized it all week, playing for each other, and when it comes, Coach said all week, when adversity hits, play through it, know how to play through it and keep composure through it, and I felt like we did a phenomenal job of that today, and that's something that we can build off of in the weeks to come.
Obviously, there were some times where play clock coming down and stuff. Was it noise out there, or kind of what was leading to some of those time issues?
I mean, it was a very challenging environment to play in. I'll say that. It was incredibly loud, like very comparable to some of the loudest games I've ever played in. And so they did a great job with their fans and crowd of creating a little bit of chaos. And so I think it exposed a couple communication things that we need to get cleaned up, but also it was really good for us to get those reps in that type of environment in a close game. And at the end of the day, I felt like we battled through it pretty well. There was a couple penalties. I take full responsibility for those. It's play clock's my responsibility, and so I need to be more on top of those in those high pressure situations. And yeah, just I'll go back and watch and learn how I can grow from it.
Obviously,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, obviously, there late game especially, some good stuff there. What do you guys have to do to make that more consistent through a game?
Rep it. I mean, it's simple as that. Like, come back to it, run it early in the game so that we can come back to it. And at the end of the day, we should be able to execute it. Is the bottom line. I, as the quarterback, am the general on the field, and my goal is to execute every play to perfection. And so when that doesn't happen, that's my fault, no matter who messed up on the play. And so I want to be the coach on the field from here on out. I want to be seen as that guy, and so I need to take responsibility for those, and quite frankly, I have to.
Jay talked about, you guys having to overcome some things. What are the steps that you need to take so you don't have those things to overcome and game goes a little bit smoother for you?
I mean, capitalizing on opportunities is the biggest thing. We had the ball. We got a couple, like Coach said, a couple questionable penalties down there in the red zone early in the game where we could have gone ahead at least to score. But at the end of the day, just not leaving it up to those calls and capitalizing on early opportunities that we get in the game and not kind of having to settle in, being ready to go off the bat and kind of eliminating that fog pregame rather than knocking it off in the beginning.
Thanks, Brian.
Good. Thank you, Brain.
Appreciate it.